What up, everybody? It's your boy Adrian. I'm back today to drop another pod. Now, today we will be talking about the 2019 NBA playoffs as they are about to get underway. I don't know about y'all, but I am extremely excited. I'm ready to go. Let's get it cracking. Now let's do this. I'm gonna jump into the first round series on the Western Conference side of the bracket. Now we got the Golden State Warriors, the number one seed, obviously, as they're ready to play against the 8-seeded, surprisingly, Los Angeles Clippers. Now, the Clippers was a huge surprise making the playoffs this year as they traded their best player away into Tobias Harris. They also got some dogs, Lou Williams, six-man a year, in my opinion, off the bench. Danilo Gallinari, Montrezl Harrell. They got guys who scrap and fight and claw and just play their asses off. Now, then we also got Doc Rivers, the coach. But with that being said, Golden State will power through this series as they are ready to go as the playoffs are underway. They will power through this series in 5. I'm giving the Clippers a game out of respect just because I love the way they play defense and the way they hustle. But Golden State will put the pedal to the metal and we'll get this thing cracking. Now let's jump down to the number 2 seed in the conference. That is the Denver Nuggets. They had a hell of a season. Jokic made his case as a great NBA player. He probably will get NBA All-First team. My issue with the Nuggets is they're playing the San Antonio Spurs, the 7 seed. Spurs have experience. Now they're 16-24 on the road, which is atrociously bad. But Greg Popovich always finds a way to get his teams playing well, as they got the first year with DeMar DeRozan on their team as well. But with that being said, the Denver Nuggets will pull this series out in 7 games because of the home court advantage. Now they weren't very good on the road. The youth and experience, but at home, that Denver Nuggets crowd, that Rockets will get them going, and they will win a playoff series against the San Antonio Spurs. Now, with that being said, let's get down to the 3-6 matchup, which I think is the most fascinating matchup in the Western Conference playoffs, and that is the number 3 seed Portland Trail Blazers against the number 6 seed Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, before Nurkic went down, Portland was playing pretty well. Dame Dollar's been carrying his team, and as we all know, a greater player is. CJ McCollum's coming off a strained knee, so I don't know how fitting he's going to be ready and how good he's going to be for the playoffs. But I think OKC Thunder has a point to prove. Paul George was an MVP candidate earlier this season, even was a front runner at one point in time before he suffered his shoulder injury. Now, the thing is, like I always say, congrats to Russell Westbrook for averaging a triple-double for 3 straight seasons, but he needs to shoot less and let Paul be the catalyst on offense. Once that happens, they win. He needs to distribute the ball. But kudos to Westbrook. He's a hell of a player. If I had all the money in the world to pay to go see a player play, it would definitely be Westbrook. But Paul George needs to be a scoring leader of his team as he finished 2nd in the league in scoring. But like I said, with that loss of Nurkic, it hurts the Blazers extremely bad. And with that being said, I'm taking the Thunder in 6 games. It will be a well-fought series. The Thunder did actually sweep the regular season series, but you can never count my boy Dame Dollar out of there. And with that being said, let's get to the last series and that is the 4-5 matchup between the Houston Rockets and the Utah Jazz. Now, I'm gonna eventually take the Rockets in 6 games. Now this will be probably a competitive series, and Utah will push Houston to the max. Houston, likes to get that 3 ball up, chuck it up, chuck it up, chuck it up, chuck it up. But hey, James Harden is a man amongst boys. He's number 2 on my MVP behind Giannis, like I've been saying the entire season, and I'm not deferring to it. Now, Utah is phenomenal at home. They are 29-12 at home. Problem is, they don't have enough scoring punch. It's just Donovan Mitchell, they got Gobert, but their offense is too slow. Now, they are 2nd in the league in opponents' points per game. Now, that will dictate everything. They're going to try to slow the game down a little bit, but with no offensive help besides Mitchell and Gobert, I don't see them getting it done, and Houston will close this out in 6. Now, that's my first round for the Western Conference. Now, let's hop over to the East real quick. Now, we're going to go to the league-leading best record in the league, the Milwaukee Bucks, the number 1 seed, who have been dominant and consistent the whole year, which is the reason why I'm saying Giannis for MVP. He's carried this team. Now, not really going to get into much of the series. They're playing my hometown Detroit Pistons, which I'm not a big fan of. I've always been a hater. Blake Griffin's arguably been the 2nd-best player in the Eastern Conference. But with that being said, he's been battling a knee injury last couple weeks. Andre Drummond is a bum. I know he led the league in rebounds, but he can't shoot a jump shot, can't shoot a mid-range shot. There's nothing too much to say about the series. Bucks in 4, going away easily. Sorry, hometown Detroit. I love you guys, but the Pistons aren't ready, and they shouldn't even be in the playoffs right now. They should be tanking, but hey, that's a different story for another day. Now, let's hop into this 2-7 matchup between the Raptors and the Orlando Magic. Surprisingly, the Orlando Magic have snapped the Eastern Conference's longest playoff drought by making the playoffs. Now, they got two guys who have been balling for them in contract years, by the way. Vucevic and Terrence Ross coming off the bench, and my boy Aaron Gordon, by the way, who needs to be more aggressive as the playoffs come. But as we all know, the Raptors have been waiting for the playoffs as Kawhi Leonard has missed 22 games because of load management, rest as we call it. So this is the moment that they've been waiting for. And Kawhi's had a career high in points per game and rebounds and assists. But this is the moment we wanted the Raptors to see what they can do. Young, talented team off the bench. Now, can they keep Kawhi? We'll see how far they get in the playoffs. But they will beat Orlando in 5 games, in my opinion. I'll give Orlando a game because they've got some quality players on their team. Now, let's hop over to the 3-6 matchup between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Brooklyn Nets. Now, I will argue with you that Philadelphia has, you can argue that they have arguably the best starting lineup behind Golden State Warriors. With that being said, they will beat the Nets in 5 games. And a lot of people saying 6 maybe. I think the Nets can push it to 6, but I'm going to stay true to my 5 games. Joel Embiid is a monster inside. Who can stop him on the Nets? And Jared Allen? No. Ed Davis? No. Hollis Jefferson? No. Nobody's stopping him, man. He's going to get any and everything he wants in this series. Like I said, the big problem with the Philadelphia 76ers is the shooting of Ben Simmons, and I'm going to keep saying he's digressing in the three-point shooting category and shooting in general. He just gets to the rack. Now, when they start playing better teams in the playoffs, that's going to dictate everything we need to know. But for now, it's going to be good enough to get them past the first round. Now, let's jump down to the 4-5 matchup between the up-and-down Boston Celtics and the surprising Indiana Pacers without Victor Oladipo. Now, Victor Oladipo has missed 46 games. Pacers still finished 5th seed. They were battling out for the 4th seed, but hey, let's get it right. They don't have any superstars on their team. The best player, they got Miles Turner. They got Tyreek Evans. They got Aaron Holiday. They got Sabonis. Hey, they got Thad Lewis. They got some guys who just play hard, and Damian Lillard deserves a lot of credit. Now, the problem is they can't score offensively. They rank 3rd among playoff teams in points per game. So that's not good against a Boston Celtics team who at any point in time can turn the light on. And they have been up and down inconsistent all season. As we had the Kyrie drama, will he leave, will he not? Well, let's focus on this. Let's focus on this series and let's focus on this season. Now, I will think I'm going to go on a limb here and say Boston will win, but not because they're going to win, but how many games will it take, and I'm going to say 7. This is just my surprising pick of the playoffs, and I know everybody's going to think I'm crazy for saying that. But Boston's been up and down all year. Marcus Smart will be out for a few weeks. He had an oblique tear, I believe, so that's a key defender that's out. Everybody's got to come together. They've been inconsistent the entire season, up and down, up and down. It will bring it, but I think the Pacers will give them a tough matchup and will give them something to think about. Those are my first round predictions. Now, real quick, let me cap that off by saying I'm gonna give you who I think is gonna win it all. Now, with the Warriors and the Rockets advancing to the second round, that gives them the potential second round matchup, and I will pick the Warriors to win that series in 6 games. They'll be fresher than they were last year. They'll be ready to go. The Rockets give them the best fits, but they will get past the Rockets. Now, the other series is going to be the Nuggets and the Thunder, and I'm going to take the Thunder in 7 games, and then that means the Warriors will play the Thunder in the Western Conference Finals. This is good for Russell Westbrook's legacy, but the Warriors will win that series in 6 games in advance, once again, for the 4th straight year to the NBA Finals. Now, let's hop over to Eastern Conference. Milwaukee will play the winner of Celtics and Pacers, and Milwaukee will beat the Celtics in 6 games to advance to the conference finals. And I'm going to take the Raptors to beat the 76ers in 7 games. And then we're going to have the Bucks and the Raptors, and that's going to 7 games. The Eastern Conference playoffs will be fascinating in second in the conference finals. But I will take the Bucks over the Raptors, like I said, in 7 games to get to the finals. And like I've been saying all year, it will be the Warriors and the Bucks in the NBA Finals, and the Warriors will win the 3rd straight title and will beat the Milwaukee Bucks in 6 games, capture a 3rd title in 4 years, and continue to dominate the NBA and continue their dynasty. Now, I don't know about you folks, but like I said, this is going to be a great playoffs, and I cannot wait. I'm excited. It's going down 2:30 today. First game of the day. Nets, 76ers. Let's get it. NBA playoffs. It's time to rock. It's your boy Adrian. You already know what it is. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to follow your boy on Twitter. Right, keeping the score. With that said, your boy.